Yeah, I have a little broom. Is this good? Oh, and I have a dustpan.
I'll do it. Real quick.
Hang on.
Don't take these on this floor.
No, I won't go far without them. Alright guys, so this guy next door just flagged me down. He's got a couple lift and turn tub wastes that need to be replaced. Just the flange. This is one. This guy here, here's another one right here.
Should I put that valve in the trash?
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it with me. Okay. I was trying to keep their trash bins empty. Throw it in my big trash bin here. Are you in Sarasota?
I'm sorry?
Are you from Sarasota?
Yeah.
Did you get your new garbage cans yet?
Well, actually, I live in Manatee County.
Oh, okay.
So
you don't have to worry about that then. We just got these recycling bins not long ago, within the last 8 years or so. Now we got a new trash company.
Oh, yeah.
Waste Management's not doing it anymore. So we need to get all new.
I wonder what they do with all the old bins.
I don't know, but what a waste of money that is. I mean, you can imagine those things must have been at least $100 a piece, you know.
Well, I hope there's some new decks or play equipment out with them.
Yeah, exactly. Play in the garbage cans, kids. It's good for you. All right, so I'm going next door. I'm all done here.
Okay.
I'm going next door to help this guy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great Christmas, okay? It was nice seeing you. Appreciate you. So I got a couple of new overflows. It's fucking... There's the screws. Overflowing screws. Some putty. Overflowing screws. Bloody hell. Now I just need to find a pair of channel locks. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I've got quite the mess brewing here. Johnny's tired and I've got to go get a solar water heater, man. So I got to get cracking. Crack-a-lackin', Jackson. Alright guys, so I finished up the job I was on, and this guy next door, he's got a couple of tub drains that were pretty rotted out, and I'm recording guys, so just so you know. Shit! You have an extension cord handy?
Yes.
So this thing, as soon as I tried to take it apart, the crosshatch on the bottom structure of it fell apart, so I need to cut this drain out with a Sawzall. I tried this, can't get it out. I think these just make it worse. It puts outward pressure on it, so it's easy for me to cut it out. Once I get lit up here. But I gotta get back to Sarasota, man. This is, he's got 2 of these drains. I gotta get them done for him. That's a Harbor Freights. That's a Harbor Freight special right there. I got that seems. That sucker is nasty.
Yeah, this is not a bathroom I use often, and when I saw it, yeah, it's been that way for years. And I was afraid to do what you're doing.
Son of a gun. Sometimes you just gotta get fugly with them, you know? Guys.
Brought you another cold water if you're ready.
Thanks. Gotta get this thing started. There we go.
Wow.
Okay. Let me just put some piped open putty on that thing.
I was afraid of what would have happened to the threads, or at least in New York, I got friends and family around to bail me
Bail
out.
you out?
Yeah, bail me out, give me instructions, show up, or go underneath and take the whole thing out. Here, I don't have that, you know.
So I let my nephew Nate use my tub tool that I really like, and whenever he borrows a tool, you have to ask him at least 6 times to get it back.
You gotta borrow your tool back from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew when I gave it to him I wasn't getting it back in a timely manner. And I usually call him pissed off, you know.
How dare you ask for your tool?
Yeah, exactly.
More than once.
Yeah.
You're starting to be a pain in his ass.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel for him, you know. My fucking heart bleeds for him.
I'm senior maintenance guy and a plant welder at Tropicana. I'm the weld trainer. And I tell everybody, yes, I have every tool to do every job. And for the most part, you're welcome to it. Bring it back. It'll be here when you need it again. It'll be here when I need it again. If you don't bring it back, none of us have it anymore, you know?
Well, hopefully he still does, but...
Confidence in your trade, you know, taking something like look so shit in, being able to do it. That's what I do for welding. I don't proclaim to be good at everything. A handful of things that I was blessed with, I am good at. Everything else, I respect the people that are blessed in their trade.
Yeah.
While you were next door, I was just telling my nephew, you know, he's not sure about going to college. And I said, you pick a trade, and if you work at it, become good at it, you can have a great life. Great life.
My pipe dope. Alright. That's that. I want to change this.
Or if you go to college and learn business management and accounting, my son's got a $5 million welding business. He wants it to be a family business, and that's what he needs. He can't do the bid. He can't be in the shop. He can't do all the bidding. He can't do all of everything else. And be the accountant, deal with the money. He says, Dad, you know how hard it is to deal with millions of dollars? It is the biggest nightmare in the fucking world.
How much in sales?
Sales, I don't know. Net income. So he's 5 years in. 2022, he was 538. He was negative the first 2 years. 2022, first positive year, 538,000. Last year, quadrupled that, just a little over 2 million, and this year he's gonna more than triple that. He's stair and rail specialist, but aluminum specialist. He's NASA certified aluminum.
Yeah.
And he just started taking on structural. He's buying collection company that he deals with. Just 29 years old, doing phenomenal.
Good for him.
He's right on 15th Street in Omeco, right before Tallahassee and Whitfield.
Uh-huh.
Right on the Sarasota line.
Wow. I thought you were talking about somebody from New York. Kind of
The last time he was living in New York, he was 6. Well, he's Florida raised here, you know.
That's a crusty old fucker right there.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't want to come out, Jackson.
I had in New York, I was second shift maintenance supervisor for U.S. Gypsum Sheetrock Company,
Yeah.
and I had a small welding business during the day.
Yeah.
About 150,000 a year, small. My worst nightmare customer was an old woman.
Was his name Mikey Pipes?
Mrs. Riley.
Oh, okay.
Old Mrs. Riley. All she wanted was handrails and upper front stoop. This is back in 92 maybe. $1,300, $1,400 job. I build the rails in the shop, hang them in the shop. I come, remove the old ones and screw the new ones in. And obviously her husband's dead. She's on oxygen. She just wants somebody to talk to. Come in and have lemonade, you know, all this shit. I get first call. There's some paint on my sidewalk and on my steps, some red paint. Red paint.
What are you calling me for?
I didn't do any painting at your house. The rails are black. I didn't say they were priming red, but that was all in my shop. Nope, not gonna pay him. Let's come get the paint off. Sorry about probably 15 calls from Mrs. Riley. It's still a family joke 30 years later. She must have called 15 times. Not gonna pay unless you do this. Not gonna pay unless you do that. Not gonna pay. There's a scratch on my house and there's a crack in the concrete. And like, wow. You're only talking $1,400.
Yeah, I would have told her to take it and have a nice fucking life.
Yeah. She ended up asking.
Some people, they're not worth, the trouble.
Oh yeah, that was my
business.
I've had a bunch, but my worst, that was Mrs. Riley. And I share with my son, his customers the same way.
Let me get a drink here. Whew. So what brought you to Florida?
The short story?
That's all I got time for today.
The very short story is when I was 12 years old, my godmother owned a clam bar in Melbourne, and my mother's sister, the crazy partying aunt, lived in Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale. Both happened to come to New York when I was 12 for a family reunion and said, why don't you send Billy to Florida for the summer? I spent half a summer owning a clam bar with my godmother, and then half a summer with the craziest person you ever met in Fort Lauderdale. Fell in love with Florida. I spent every summer in Florida.
Let's see, is that Harley out there you got?
Yes, sir.
You go to Daytona?
About 23 or 4 times. Yes.
Wow, good for you.
Yes.
Man. I used to have a a Road King Police Edition. It used to be the Sarasota Police Dare bike.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm gonna need this cord.
Yeah, you're one. I'll take it.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet, man, but I saw way too many guys laying in the road, and I was like, that ain't gonna be me.
No, that was me. I do broken ribs. Well, I have done broken ribs and fingers and shit about every 6 months for the past few years. I've been good since June.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't, what made me decide to not do it was that I didn't want to leave my daughter without a dad.
Yep.
You know, really, that's what it's all about.
So me and so I had my best friend live 10 houses down. He died on the turns on Old Tampa, a mile that way. We had the neighbor across the street die a mile up Fort Hamer on Britt Road. Truck pulled in front of him. But when all that happened, when Jeff died, me and Adam would be out going bar to bar, drinking, doing all kinds of crazy, dumb shit. And Jeff would wear his helmet, he would do the speed limit, he would drink soda, all of just that. And, you know, we'd have to go fast and wait for him. And he said, I promised my wife that when I was on this, I would wear my helmet, my gloves, do the speed limit, and not drink. They were going to church one Sunday, and she was doing her makeup. And he said, while you're doing your makeup, I'm just going to ride around the block. And he died a mile up the street. So we got the call, come pick up his bike, he died in a helicopter, blah, blah, blah. And my ex-wife now said, no, that's it. I'm not going to ride with you anymore. When that machine decides to kill its occupants, it can't be both parents.
Yeah.
She said, I won't ask you to not ride, but I just can't get on with you.
All right, let's, let me
Try and
I want to at least break them things out of there with this. Yeah, that shit's just crumbling.
I don't mean to be up your ass, and if you want to work alone, just say it. I won't be offended.
Don't worry, man. I charge extra for. They call you guys helicopters, man.
Helicopters?
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel, and that's what plumbers call homeowners who want you, you know. But you're cool, man. Don't worry about it.
I happen to do some trades professionally, not yours. I just appreciate watching and being able to help if you need it.
These are some crusty suckers, I can tell you that.
The house is 23 years old. That is original.
I'm over here. I'm kind of pissing up a rope because this is not the tool I need. But you know,
What do you need? I got long.
I got. Yeah, I got them too. I
mean, I got them.
I need a tub tool.
Oh, your nephew's tub tool.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna borrow from your nephew.
Okay. Scalpel.
eccentric old uncle lived down Old Tampa Road behind Publix there. 80-year-old Italian guy, broken English. He never used his hot water to the point where his hot water heater was so stagnant you couldn't even run the hot water. It smelled so bad. So I used to look after him until he died. In the family getting ready to sell his house, he had such calcium deposits in his toilet. They looked like lava flows.
Wow, that's because he probably wasn't. Oh, that didn't make it
That's
into
right.
the bucket. He probably wasn't flushing the toilet every time.
No. And he was an 83-year-old eccentric Italian guy from Italy. They didn't do it that way. So in the cleanup of that, it was suggested to me to get this, I forget the name, it's almost like a Drano that you put in.
CLR?
No, not CLR. We tried that. That didn't work. This was way stronger than CLR. But you spray it in and it takes all the calcium out of the porcelain. And it worked well. I mean, it worked super well. With that, my ex-wife brought that shit home, sprayed it in my sink drains, that drain, let's clean everything. Fuck that up quick.
Yeah.
My nephew in there is going to be 16 in June. Brilliant, straight A, top 1 or 2% of the school. Telling his parents he's really interested in going to college. He worked for my cousin's electrical company, All American Electric. And again, they're doing a $6 million or more a year in business. And for the summer, he did not like that. Did not like working early, getting up early, working, you know, pulling wire, all the work you have a 15-year-old do. And I'm trying to talk to him in a way his parents can't. Decide what you want to do. Think about what you want your life to look at. Homeless is a choice. Homeless is a choice.
Yeah.
Think about numbers. If you don't want to own a home, a couple thousand a month in rent, figure $500 a week means no car, no food, no nothing, just a roof. Where are you going to make that money? I don't know. What do you think? Lowe's and McDonald's? I don't know. I don't require college, but I do require a plan. When my son said to me, Dad, I'm not going to college, don't try to force me, he had scholarships for wrestling and baseball everywhere.
Wow.
And he said, I want to be a welder, just like you. I said,
Nothing wrong with the trades, brother.
yeah, I said, if you dedicate yourself to welding the way you have to everything else in your life, you may not be rich, but you'll have a really good life. He went the other way. He's got to be the best at whatever he does. And like I said, he's 5 years in and he's got 5 shops. He's going to buy Manatee County Industrial Park soon.
Well, I'm 60. I've been in business for 28 years. And I work from 10 to 2. And money ain't what I'm chasing anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm totally over that. I had leukemia. I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2015. Had a bone marrow transplant. And I ain't dying with my boots on. And I ain't dying with millions of dollars in the bank
You
either.
don't need millions. Nope.
I don't need anything in the
My-
bank. If I messed up if I die and there's money on the table. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Some guys wanna leave their kids a bunch of money. That's fine. I get that.
My son is super, super tough. You know, he's a wrestling champion. You know, super tough. And he's got the first 2 girls in the family in 70 years. We only make boys up until him.
Wow.
Yeah. So having girls, it softened him. You know, he's a fighter, he's a wrestler, and all of that. And, we got another one on the way here in June. But he said, Dad, I'm just going to tell you straight up. I have girls and I have to provide for them.
Yeah.
But I'm going for a boy, and he ain't getting shit other than learning how to support yourself.
Yeah.
As a man, you got to work for it. As a man, I'll be there and support him and, you know, help you, teach you, but you're not going to retire off of my hard work. You're going to work for yourself. The daughters, they'll have something left for them, but the son, I'll be there. He said, just like you did for me. Teach you, support you, make you a man. And I told my nephew, homeless is a choice. You can do that. I don't give a fuck.
I hear you, brother.
That's not my job. It's not your dad's job to make sure you're not homeless. Can I help you?
Let me just roll this cord.
I got you. Again, I'm a professional also, so I know how to rack everything up and take it all, carry it.
I hear you, brother. Calling myself a professional lately is kind of a stretch.
Nope, I'll tell you what. I watched you use your many years of skills and face difficult challenges.
Let me have some of that toilet paper, please.
And overcome as easily as you knew you could. I know a lot of people look at what I do, my trade, welding,
No, it's good.
and I'll take care of cleaning. You don't gotta worry about that.
Well, I want to at least get these metal pieces.
I
out of
will
here.
take care of all that. You don't need to
I
waste
got you,
any
brother.
time. I know you're going back to Sarasota. It's getting close to Christmas. I didn't even think you'd come today. I thought you'd just give me a price.
No, because this is way on the outskirts of my area that I work in. This woman, is this mine?
Yes.
The woman that I did work for next door, I've done a lot of work for her. She's a realtor, and I just wanted to take care of her, you know. I typically don't come this far. I don't go to parish. I go.
Where are you working? My family.
Alright guys, so it's about 3:45. And I'm way away from my house. I spent the whole day up here in Parrish, Florida, just doing service calls. And I just ordered the water heater that I need for tomorrow, a solar heater, 80 gallon. And I paid for it over the phone. And I told him if I'm not there by the time you guys are ready to close the doors at 4:30, put it outside. We'll hope for the best. They got cameras. It is what it is. It is, you know, the day before Christmas, and traffic on 75 could be fucking pretty thick, man. So, we're gonna hope for the best. Today was a great day. Sold a lot of shit that's been sitting on my truck for a long time. And it's always good to have it and sell it. Get your money back and then some. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But I need to get some 6-inch, some of those long dielectric nipples that kind of fucked me up today, man. But it is what it is. We got through it. Got everything done in that house. And then I hooked this guy up next door. He was kind of a chatterbox. Helicopter. Just like really over my shoulder, but he's a cool guy. He's a New Yorker, Nueva York. New subdivision going in here. Big old pile of dirt. That's the highest point in Florida right there. Right there. Alright, let's see if I can get to fucking Sarasota before playing a little beat the clock right now. Solar. That's what I was looking for. Solar. So Johnny got his heater. I'm about a half hour late, man. Almost 5 o'clock. Traffic was thick on the highway, y'all.